somebody asks, like, how did you get the name Rainbow Driver?
Aloha, I'm Pomaikai Keawe Lyman. You know, I was born into music. Music started from the moment I came into this world. My grandmother is the one who gave me my Hawaiian name, and it's one of those names that tell a story. She put my middle name to a melody, and that's how I learned how to say my middle name. And it actually goes like this. Pomaikai, Pomaikai, Pomaikai mali e ke kuini aloha o kalani. And it could go on and on. Music became my career when I graduated from high school, and I realized that I could make the same amount of money doing one gig that I would make working at a Jamba Juice for 4 hours. So I decided that I would work on my music, build my repertoire, work on my singing, sit with my grandma whenever I had the chance to, and I would go out and do gigs with her. And that became something that I enjoyed doing, but I could also make a few extra bucks doing. I think what inspires me most is the desire that I have to document my life and do that through the music. When I am looking for any kind of connection to my grandmother, I can always pull out an album or play her music. And for me, it just brings her spirit, you know, back into that place that I'm in. And I want that to be the same for my children and their children, is that as they listen to my music, that they will begin to know a little bit more of who I am. And hopefully that will be able to help them to navigate their own way through their lives. I think what sets me apart is that I love to tell stories of the songs that I'm about to sing. And one thing that I became and never aspired to be was an educator. I went to school for economics. I was really into numbers and accounting. I could always see myself doing, you know, business banking maybe, things like that. But somehow I ended up as an educator. And so I've had experience in classrooms working with children and youth, and that has taught me a lot about how important it is to give a whole picture of something before you present something to a student or even an audience member. And then as you paint that picture for them and prepare them to receive whatever gift it is that you have to offer, then that moment, that song, that experience becomes one that they'll never forget. I think the biggest form of support that I can get from everyone out there is just to continue to share aloha in whatever way you feel you can share aloha. Aloha for me is the act of taking some kind of ike or knowledge or a gift that someone has given you and turning around and freely giving it to someone else. So whether that person is to me or to your next door neighbor or to a family member, I think the biggest way that you could support me is to share aloha.